I think we're taking good steps into the future.
I think it's probably going to turn out all right with climate change, with watching the 2040 movie.
A bullet train would be amazing to get from Portland to the city. Like, it's a whole day's trip, nearly.
We'll be like immersed around way more technology and with so many other jobs that will be offered to everyone.
I think it'll be very different to the way it is now, just with so many innovations with technology, so many social changes currently happening.
In future, we're going to become even more inclusive and accepting. So for some parts, yeah, I'm excited for that.
Obviously, climate change is a pretty big problem at the moment.
I feel like we all just overlook it and think, oh, it's not happening now, so we'll just wait until something really big happens that we see and is noticeable, but we need to change now.
I'm 17 and I've been in Portland. I was born in Portland, so I've been here my whole life with my family.
We're so lucky to be living down here because it's so beautiful and the air is so clean.
I think it's a great place to live because it's got a great sense of community.
We're all pretty much a big family, no matter who it is.
Well, I love the beaches and the nature of the environment.
It's so diverse. There's so many different environments that you can go to and different sports. There's lots of opportunities in such a local town.
For a place like the Glenelg Shire, I hope all of our natural beauty is still there.
I have a dream that I could walk down the beach and not see any bits of plastic or any glass or anything.
So I'm hoping that we can leap towards a plastic-free environment.
It had a lot of things that are happening already now that can positively affect the environment. There's a lot of cleanups going on, but also it's going to be a lot of work to get there.
More education will make things like that not as new to people and not as scary as well.
I think, if people have the knowledge to do things, they're much more likely to do it than if they didn't.
Everyone's at different stages all the time, even from prep, from kindergarten to the end of high school. Everyone's different.
Hope that the curriculum gets a little bit more of a diverse change, so learn about other people's cultures more, about racism and even gender equality.
For our community, I hope, and it's hard because we're so rural, I hope that mental health becomes more aware, there's more awareness for mental health and people out there are seeking help and they're getting the help. Because it's hard being so rural, we don't have access to all of those resources.
I honestly hope that we just get more over stigmas to do with health and just widen everybody's knowledge of it.
Indigenous historical sites, I'd like them to be preserved and maintained so I could show my kids.
Budgebim is a very important part of our community. Its whole historical backstory and the fact it's a World Heritage Landmark is so exciting for everyone in the area.
If you have an idea about the community, any way to help out, any new ideas, if you go home and think about it and you go, hey, I've got something that might benefit the community, just go and share it.
We have to be looking at options. We need to be focusing on the positives rather than the negatives.
A part of me is positive, hoping that it'll be the way that I want it to be. But then another part of me is scared that people who should be doing something won't.
I'm concerned that there's going to be too many people that don't believe in such change and are worried about it to the point where nothing happens until it's too late.
There's been worse things in the past that have happened to the earth, and if we work together, there can definitely be improvement.
I hope that people start to realise soon that this land isn't ours, we're borrowing it. So we need to make the most of it.
2040. I guess that's a scary thing to think about. There's a lot of possibilities. Hopefully I'll be married with kids.
Hopefully a wife and a family maybe, and my own house, and just be enjoying life, I guess.
2040, I'll be 38, so I'd hope I'd settle down, had kids, but it's a big call. I don't know what I'll be doing.
People don't think of the bigger picture, so that's why I think it's great to be focusing in 2040. That's a long way away, but we need to be looking at that bigger picture.
My vision for 2040, I guess, would have to start now. I don't see the point in planning ahead if we aren't starting now. So like all of this plastic ban that is going on right now, I think that's really beneficial for our future.
Individually, we all need to kind of come together as one and then all sort of make a move to try to stop it, if that makes sense. Stop climate change and save the environment.
Hopefully in 20 years we'll actually get our act together and have acted on the almost dire situation we're currently in. But yeah, I reckon 20 years is going to be interesting. It's going to be a lot different to what we know.